Clash of the Day, Battle Raps Match of the Day. Myself at Hulk the Rapper on Twitter, Hulk and Baz.
My Dog TV.
And today we've got a special guest by the name of, introduce yourself, brother.
It's Mac Sherry at Mac Sherry Music. First time Clash of the Day. What's good?
Tupac Sherry.
Tupac Sherry.
So, Mac.
Yes.
Fucking, your name's getting about a bit now, mate.
It is.
How do you feel about how your career and that's going at the moment, battle rap wise?
I think now, compared to last year, fucking a lot better than it was, considering improvement and all that. 2015 was a bit weird. Obviously started off with Big J in January, which went all right. Then fucking had EMC, which was probably my best battle up until that time. And yeah, just sort of, it sort of went back and forwards. Like,
What about the Big J battle?
Big J battle was, I enjoyed that. Like, there was like a choke and all that, but it was, I think it was the first performance I did, which was like a full, proper, decent round in a sense. So yeah, in terms of content, I was pretty chuffed. So
Okay.
yeah, but that's the start of.
So, like, one thing that I always see online and I always come across is people always comment and basically say, oh, I've even had inboxes and stuff as well and threats and stuff saying that like we're bullies and we bully Mac Sherry and we're grown men bullying a little kid and stuff. And my response to that is always like, for one, Mac's a grown man. For two, I think we all take the piss out of each other probably as much as we can. If you come to King of the Ronalds events, nobody's safe. Half of the time Mickey's drunk or whatever, eyes rolling or whatever, I'll take the piss out of him as well. So I think kind of it swings and roundabouts and everyone kind of gets their opportunity to get everyone back at King of the Ronalds. But what's your take on it? Like, do you feel like you get bullied at King of the Ronalds? People say, oh, why does he keep going back? Why does he keep going back and stuff like that?
Like last time I feel like I ever got bullied was like when I was probably in year 7 at school. Like, honestly, in terms of bullying, like Mickey Worth has never bullied me. I mean, at the start, I think if anything, Mickey Worth has helped give me a backbone, to be honest, because yeah, I used to get pushed around and like he gave me a bit of abuse here and there during battles and shit, and I used to take it, but it kind of toughened me up, I feel, in a way, and I do give it back to him now. Like if he says shit to me in battles, I'll fucking say something back or push him or whatever. Like, but yeah,
you hear that, Mickey? You might actually get pushed by Mac.
I will.
Shut up, Mickey.
He actually, so your last battle, King of the Ronalds, was against Flabs.
Yeah.
And there was one point where you said, you turned around and you said, do you want the views, Mickey? Well, here you go. And then he actually fought, and so did I stand there, and you was going to punch him.
I think everyone did.
Why didn't you?
Do you know what? It was all planned, obviously, the whole shirt ribbon thing, but it didn't pop off as well as I wanted it to. I was actually going to stop that 4-bar setup to that punchline. I was actually not going to do it because he jumped in. I can't remember what he did, but he interfered before it. I was like, fuck, that's kind of fucked up the momentum. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just not going to do it. But then everyone was saying, oh, no, sorry, mate, go on, carry on. I was like, no. And he was like, no, carry on, go on, finish your bars. I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to do it. And I didn't want to do it because I knew that it wasn't going to pop. But, like, because everyone's just saying, I'll finish your bars, I did it. And then, like, everyone sort of gave me a weird look. And I was like, fuck, I knew that was going to happen. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, fuck it.
So you EMC'd yourself?
I did. It wasn't the price. I did.
Did you prepare? Did you buy like a cheap T-shirt?
Yeah, it was fucking £2.50
because as well. I mean, I remember seeing the battle against who was it? Pedro and Uno Lavos, where you tried to EMC Pedro's mum.
Ah, yeah.
And you actually couldn't rip the shirt.
Do you know what it was? This,
I was cracking up. I was like, it was like, here, get your revenge. And he was like,
you had your chance for revenge.
Actually, and then Pedro was like, it's hard, it's harder than I thought.
Fucking Uno Lavos hit me up a week before fucking, 7th birthday, and he was like, alright, Mac, and I was like, yo, what's up? And he was like, so I've got this battle with Pedro coming up. I was like, yeah. He's like, I want you to be in it. I was like, okay. And he's like, but here's what I want you to do, right? I'm gonna get one of my friends, to come on stage dressed as Pedro's mum. I was like,
didn't you feel like a prop though?
I knew it was like, I'm obviously doing a prop thing, but
would you be a prop in my battle?
Do you know what fucking, I didn't give a shit, like,
he's been there, Uno Lavos.
You were seeing a bigger picture.
Yeah, I was seeing a bigger picture,
I'm
like,
hitting the
Pedro
stage.
versus Uno, 7th birthday, middle of Patriot, so I was like, fuck it, like, if it went good, then it's all in my favour. Obviously it fucking didn't in the end, but yeah, I had like 4 bars to remember. That all went fine, and then it came to like the grand finale of. I was actually meant to rip his shirt. I was meant to rip the dress.
Okay.
And I think they were going to put like a slit in it beforehand, but they didn't do it. But what actually happened was
So they was gonna actually pre-rip the shirt.
yeah. Well, not rip it, but like just make it easier. But what happened, because like, I had all my adrenaline pumping, I didn't know.
Do you know when your mum thinks she's got the jar off the lid, but you know you eased it up for her first?
Yeah.
You trying to do that for me? Oh, I can't do it, mum. And then she gets it and go, oh, yeah, I've done it.
It
No,
does
you never.
sound
I
bad.
done all the work for you.
But what happened was, instead of grabbing the dress, which I was meant to do, I accidentally grabbed his shirt. And I realised at the time, I was like, oh shit, I've grabbed his shirt. So I tried to, it was a mess at that point. So I grabbed the dress and I was tugging it, like one of the straps, and it wasn't coming off. I was like, fuck, and I was really pulling it. And he just ended up like throwing it off and going, like this shit. And I was like, fuck.
Did you have a panic attack that you hit the main stage?
No, I actually felt good up until that point.
Yeah.
I just went, and I had to play it off. I didn't know how I was gonna play it off. I just went, oh, that's tougher than I thought. And then everyone was just like, fuck. I think some people thought it was funny, but the other half of people were, what the hell?
Well, we've got to talk about the Pedro battle as well then now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with the Pedro battle, it's like, was you... Because the thing is that in the Pedro battle, you kind of knocked his hat off first. Like, he violated Chris Evans, hold tight Chris Evans. But he didn't really do anything to you.
Nah.
And then you knocked his hat off, which kind of triggered him to obviously retaliate.
I'll tell you what, no one knows this, right? That wasn't my idea. O'Shea was standing behind Pedro during my round. Whilst I was spitting, I see O'Shea just to the left of Pedro going, flip his hat off. I'm like trying to spit. I'm looking at
O'Shea, you troublemaker.
It was O'Shea. It was all fucking O'Shea.
This is why you don't trust Scousers. Yeah, so you were saying that O'Shea told you to knock his hat off.
Like, I don't want to put O'Shea in a shit, obviously, but he did sort of... He put the idea on my head. Obviously, I'm responsible for doing it. I did the actions, but he put the idea on my head by standing behind Pedro going, flip his hat off after he did it Chris Evans. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I fucking will. So I just went, what was the bias said? I just came out of it at the beginning of the round. I was just like, something, fuck it, I'll flip your hat off too. And I did it, and I saw his face. He just death stared me. Pedro fucking death stared me. I was like, fuck. The whole time I was doing the rest of my round, I was like, he's going to punch me in his next round. He's going to punch me. No shadow of a doubt. He didn't. Like, the whole time I was thinking, he's going to punch me in my face for that.
Yeah, but it wasn't like fucking Joker Star in your ear, because I remember watching that battle back, like, Joker Star was in your ear and you were saying, yeah, go on, Mac, and he was giving you that backbone. He was giving you that backbone.
He did help, actually. Like, Joker Star sort of stand behind me, giving me some moral support and whatnot.
Yeah,
like,
shout out Joker Star and his security firm, man. Phone him up, man, 999.
999, God.
I don't know though, man. All he did is stand there and watch you get your shirt ripped, man. To be honest, if you want my money
back,
back,
do a
I'll
lot
pay
apart
him
from like
security.
talk back on my ear, but yeah.
Man, sometimes that's all you need, man. Sweet whispers of nothing in your ear.
I got a question. This is nuts, obviously. I want to know Mac Sherry's top 5.
That's exactly what I was about.
Top 5 battlers or battles or?
Just top 5 anything, really.
Top 5. What was your top 5
battlers, innit?
Battlers? Ah, shit. Like, fucking hell. Like, I don't know. Probably O'Shea, number 1. Fuck, I've never fucking thought of this.
Don't lie.
Yeah, O'Shea, number 1. Lunacy would be in there somewhere. Roan. Tell you what, I'll come back to it because I haven't ever even thought about it.
Do you know
Magic?
what?
No?
Do you know what's funny is that I remember on one of your Facebook posts, I think, you said that song "Lose Yourself," I think it was, is your favourite song ever, and that kind of just explained it all to me. That kind of made me understand Mac Sherry on a different level after that. It was like, yeah, this is what he lives for, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
No, like there's always like songs that I fucking hear which like I prefer to, like, new song comes out I fucking prefer, but overall, like, since I was younger, that's just been like.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It explained a lot to me about you.
And then fucking the amount of shit that people were commenting like, oh, it's corny as fuck, rah, and I was like, okay, I don't care, it's my favourite song.
Yeah, exactly. Be proud of what you like, man. If you're gay, innit, man.
I've got to ask you, yeah, because you know it always comes up with all this politics with the leagues and stuff. You've battled at King of Ronalds. You've battled on Don't Flop. You've battled on
Cash Money.
Have you done Words of Weapons?
Not yet.
You done Gift of the Gab?
No, but I think
you did. Did you do Gift of the Gab?
No,
that was 3 laps.
That was the King of Ronalds, technically.
But it was a host.
Joins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you break down, man? Like, you know, everyone always talks about this DF Don't Flop, so-called, you know.
What's my take on the rivalry, or?
Just like just the vibe, man. Like, what's the difference? What do you think the DF offers you?
I think
what KOTR offers you. What have you taken from all these people?
And I think what most of them sort of mid-tier battlers and low-tier battlers like Willsies and such of the world probably want to know is that how do you get away with going on to King of the Ronalds and then still getting back on Don't Flop?
Fuck.
Because these guys ain't allowed to do it,
That's true.
even though half of them wanted.
Do you know what I think? Like, I don't know why initially they wanted me back, but I think it's probably because I was getting a name for myself, and
Yeah, that was you, man. That was all your hard work. Like, you
I think because obviously over the year I built up hype for myself, and obviously they must have noticed that, so they thought.
Well, you got to be one of the, if not the, then probably second to Pedro, maybe the most viewed battler on KOTR as well. So, I suppose, you know,
It's probably something to do with that, to be honest. And like, I did come back. I battled J. Cruz, and they like fucking rated me, but they put it on pay-per-view and everything. Never been on a pay-per-view or anything like that, but yeah, fucking
Mac Mayweather right there, pay-per-view.
pay-per-view shit.
Yeah, no, it's good though, man. What is the best event that you've ever been to, battle rap event that you've ever been to?
Checkpoint 2, probably.
Why?
Overall, because of battles, atmosphere. I was in a VIP section, so that was quite fun. Got to meet fucking Gets and all that shit. Everyone was fucking just on a good vibe. People like fans and shit, like getting pictures of me, which kind of baffled me. Like, yeah, I think just overall, like the whole event was just.
Is there anyone that you've met in your battle journeys that you actually dislike?
Dislike.
Okay.
There's no one I hate, but dislike. Like there's people that dislike me, but I wouldn't say I dislike them back. Like there's people that have had problems with me, like fucking Jay Short always says something bad about me.
He's a loser, isn't he?
There's a few people that like sort of badmouth me or whatever.
Old type Jay Short.
But I'll tell you what, actually, the J. Cruz battle did me some favours because there were people that badmouthed me before that, which sort of changed their opinions. Crafty was one of them. He came up to me afterwards and said, "Oh, my opinion of you has completely changed after that," and I was like. So yeah, there's.
But what I don't get is these new guys. Just because I was giving them a couple battles and took them out raving and squeezed their bums a couple of times, what makes them think they have the right to have opinions on anyone? Like realistically, like I mean, not to have opinion. Of course, they have an opinion, but they don't need to be like, oh, Mac Sherry's this or Mac Sherry's that. When basically they're new and they're not exactly anything special themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like people, whatever they say about me, good, bad, whatever.
I think
it doesn't.
sometimes people get into battle rap and then have this sort of ego, this aura of I'm a battle rapper.
There is a
now.
lot of ego in battle
like
rap.
all of this 2015 crop and this crop and all that crop and all of that shit. I think it's a crop of shit. To be honest with you, but yeah, no, it's. I think a lot of people get in their little buzz, get a couple of main channel battles, and then start looking down on other people and stuff. And obviously, you've probably experienced that with some of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably been guilty of it myself a couple of times when I've fucking killed a battle or whatever in the past. I've sort of like got a bit ahead of myself and whatnot.
And then someone like Jay Short says, "Oh, I want to battle you," and you're like, "Nah, I'm way too big."
Yeah, something like that, doesn't it?
So who, like you told me you had 2 battles coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want to say who you battling?
Yeah,
Who you battle in
part
Wales?
of the first one's part of the Cadillac Ron tour, which is in a couple of weeks. I've got a guy called Ronnie who's had a few battles on Clash Money, and that's part of the Clash Money versus King of the Ronalds thing.
Roddy Mitchell.
Ronnie. So yeah, I've got someone.
Shout out Cadillac Ron.
Yeah. Then after that, I think the week after, I've got a battle in Swansea, fucking Wales, for some league that approached me and said, "Oh yeah, we'll pay for your travel and accommodation, all this
Is
shit."
it Prime Cut?
Yeah, Prime
You're getting
Cut,
paid?
so- Well, not.
But these
Fucking,
battlers
I'm
don't
not
get
getting.
paid.
No,
a fee.
Wales always sort out your travel and that. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, man, me and Big
Okay.
J battled
Covering my
them
shit.
lot before.
Yeah,
But they've changed their league, innit? There was Epic Bars, and now the Epic Bars went down, so they've all started a new thing called Prime Cut. I think Jake the Ripper messaged me about it, and that whole title.
That's who I'm battling, yeah, Jake.
Yeah,
the Ripper.
yeah.
I know, to be honest,
okay.
before the promoter approached me, I never heard of them before. So I was in 2 minds about like I don't really want to fucking battle someone I've never heard of before. But then they were like, oh yeah, we've got like. Don't
So they
fuck
hollered
battles.
you, yeah?
Yeah. They
Okay.
hollered me.
They have got a background though. They have done events and stuff,
Yeah.
but like they know what it's about. So.
Alright, so you had a wicked year last year. Obviously, you were the face of KOTR, definitely. Come on, man. Who are you gunning for this year then? Come
This
on, man.
year,
Who's
oh,
got some
mate, do you
names?
know
Yeah,
what?
it's a clash of the day.
I'm gonna be.
We don't hold back.
When you think about it, you've
Yeah.
already battled Pedro. We've had like Pedro
Battled
versus
Pedro.
Tony D. So
You
like
got
kind
Big
of
J.
anything can happen really. It might be more difficult on places like Don't Flop, etc. But I think King of the Ronalds, anything can happen.
Shout out Mac Sherry, man. He's battled some big names in the game, bro. It's caused some, you know what I mean?
Big J, Pedro,
There are.
He's created his own hype, his own wave.
me.
There's probably 3 names in mind which I would like to battle this year.
Yeah, go for it. O'Shea actually gave. I remember O'Shea's question. He said, "Why are you such a wet wipe?"
Why am I such a
That's the only one question I remember off the top of my head out of that whole chat. Was,
Is it-
why
is
was
it-
O'Shea said to ask you why are you such a wet one?
Is it a Johnson's one?
why are you such a big scouse twat? It's the same fucking thing.
Shots fired.
Oh, prejudice.
Yeah. Nah, I'll tell you what, three people I would like to battle this year, whether it can happen or not. Uno Lavos, Pamphlet. I would like to battle Pamphlet.
Pamphlet would be a good battle.
Yeah. And O'Shea. I would love to battle O'Shea.
I think
Well,
Pamphlet
O'Shea-
hinted on it. He said that later on in the year he's going to come and do a battle.
Uno Lavos, really?
I don't
Yeah, I think
to
that'd
be
be
honest
funny.
with you,
Like, why?
I
Why
don't
would you
think-
want to battle him? For what? What do you think he's going to offer? Or what,
I think it's
what's
mainly
that
because
battle
he's a
gonna
big
offer you?
name. I think like people like that I can have a fun battle with. Like people that I can have a fun battle with, I want to battle them.
But you have to remember as well, you see people like Uno Lavos, he ain't going to get booked at King of the Ronalds again because of the simple fact that he got paid, flew over and fucking didn't even share the battle once, didn't promote the event once.
Oh, is it? I didn't
You
know
know,
anything
so-
about
Have you seen him share his 2 King of the Ronalds battles once on Facebook
Big J.
or Twitter?
Not Big J,
Never.
sorry, Double L.
So there's no point there's
Double
no
L killed
point
him
us,
anyway, man.
us spending money on people that ain't gonna help us grow.
He was
So,
supposed to retire after
People like that we're not
KOTRs
gonna
battle,
pull
no?
back. But hopefully you do get to
He
battle
says-
him.
Yeah.
What
On his
happened?
Twitter it says not retiring, so
Yeah, but-
Yeah, no, because he
Yeah.
done a bet. Uno Lavos done a bet with KOTRs, innit?
Yeah.
And he said, if you 3-0 me, I'll retire. KOTRs 3-0'd him clearly,
Yeah.
and then he said, I'm not retiring. I trolled you. So yeah.
What is all this bullshit rivalries, man? Like Lavos and Cortez. I saw that all
They
over
just
social
wanted
media.
Uno Lavos wanted to battle him for ages, and I think it's the thing where KOTRs is like the Latin Hispanic guy on Smack, and
Yeah.
Uno Lavos wants to be that Hispanic guy on
Yeah,
Smack,
yeah, of
innit?
course.
So it's like, I hate you, I want your spot in it.
Almost the gimmick thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so one question I do want to know is, will we ever see the Mac Sherry Chris Evans 2 versus 2 teams?
Oh mate, I've been speaking to him about this. He's like, if you write my bars for me,
So now you've really baited it up, though, man.
Like,
No,
like,
no point doing it.
no, he's like, it's in like
Fatality.
me and him have like had a couple drunken discussions about it. Like Micky fucking loved the idea. Chris
If you see him and Chris Evans in a 2-on-2, he wrote all of Chris Evans'
Yeah.
bars, you know already. Though,
he's not,
man.
he doesn't even know how to rap it.
Oh.
It might.
But he
it's
keeps
probably-
saying he wants to battle Josh Owen and that he'll kill him and that.
Josh Owens, man. Josh Owens, that guy keeps saying he wants to battle, man.
He's been saying that for 2 years though, man.
I think, do you know what, with fucking Chris Evans, if he had the confidence, I think he'd be quite a funny character.
He does seem pretty confident though, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I've had banter with him, like drunk
Yeah.
banter at events, man. He's a funny guy, man. I think he can pull it off. Maybe obviously he's worried about his confidence and delivery and stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously you were there once, isn't it?
yeah.
You can coach him through it.
Yeah, I think like obviously I could help him. If he was 100% seriously on it, like wanted to step in the ring, then I would genuinely be behind him all the way.
You've already got your angle, man. People always associate you with him with you. I don't want to say Lauren Hardy type thing, but it's, you know what I mean. You just it's
Chris Evans and Billy Piper.
yeah.
Because he did say to me he wants to battle Josh Owen. I was like, mate, you don't. I think it's a bad idea if you do a 1-on-1 for your first ever battle.
Yeah,
Like
but
do
why
a
not?
2-on-2 with me by your side. You'll probably like feel a bit better.
Let me be by your side and I'll make you
Yes.
feel better.
But yeah, just
Yeah.
like confidence wise, I think I don't want him to like fuck it up for himself. Do you know what I mean? So
And we got Big J behind the camera as well. Jay, you got any questions for Mac
You got
Sherry?
Big J in the fucking house.
yeah.
Really, man. Who, if you, where are you trying to grow? Like, are you trying to stick with King of the Ronalds, Don't Flop, or are you looking to go everywhere? Like,
Anywhere and everywhere, honestly, like it doesn't bother me. Like if fucking I stuck on Don't Flop and they wanted me back and like again and again and again, like I'll still come back to like fucking King of the Ronalds no matter how big I get. Like,
Do you think you'll ever like calm down taking battles? Like, sort of don't overdo it.
do you know what I said this year that I wanted to not take so many battles because last year it was a bit stressful and like I've kind of fucked that up already because I've got like 4 battles lined up in the next 3 months, so I'm gonna stop taking so many bookings.
So
unless
do you
it's
like
really-
personally yourself? Do you feel like you're in a position to like take like
No,
less battles?
I've just sort of been a bit of a yes man, and I need to stop doing that. To be honest, like people like offer me battles, and 95% of the time I'll say yes to it. But really, I need to sort of take a step back, look at what it is I'm being offered, and see if it's worth my while. I need to start doing that, but I haven't been doing that, which is why I've fucking been having so many battles. So, yeah.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Mac Sherry, where did the name come from?
It's my surname.
Okay. And Mac,
No, the Mac Sherry's is
I thought you had
Mac
an
Sherry.
alcohol
Mac
problem.
Sherry is actually
Yeah,
your
yeah,
name.
yeah, like because like,
Well,
my family, I think, as far as I'm aware, is like maybe 1 in 3 families in the world that has that name. So I thought it's unique, it's original. It's got Mac in it. There's a few rappers that are called Mac something. Like it sounds It's just sounded good.
Perfect, mate.
Listen, does Max Sherry really get bare sluts?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
You got a girlfriend though?
Balling.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Used to get bare sluts, now I've got one.
Oh,
Chris Evans, yeah.
official. Max Sherry just called
Yeah,
his
cool.
girlfriend a slut on Clash.
That's the name of the video.
I love you, Casey. Sorry.
Don't, Casey. He's lying.
Nah, I don't. That's nah. I don't know why I said that. To be honest, I think it rhymes with something, and then like kept saying it.
What about Screpo though?
Screpo, Screpo, fucking Screpo. What about Screpo?
I don't know, man. There's a little. I don't know, man. There's always been some sort of cute little banter between you two, man.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know. Fucking.
Well.
She. I remember when I met her, she was like very sort of talkative and shit. She didn't leave me alone a lot of the time, but like,
I think she loves you, man.
probably.
Hold tight, Screpo. In Norway,
Yeah.
man.
Big up Screpo. Yeah, I think she wants to come back for her second birthday. She was saying on Facebook.
Bro, she asked us to fly her over. I was like, fuck that.
Pay for the shit. Fucking Norwegians.
Bitch thinks she's doing nails or something out here. Fuck that. Yo,
yes.
but yeah, man. So, I mean, in terms of your battles and stuff, yeah, what would you say has been the hardest battle for you to actually prep for?
Hardest battle to prep for? Probably. I want to say Pedro, but that wasn't that hard to prep for. I don't know. Fucking. Big J was fairly hard to prep for.
Why though? It's fat.
Yeah, like I wanted to be clever with it though, so I had to come up with a load of punchlines and shit. I don't know. EMC probably I wrote the most for. Fucking, I don't know what the hardest is.
Sure.
EMC, Pedro, and Big J were probably the most time I put into any battle.
That's because Big J's standing there with a gun
Yeah.
off camera, by the way. Yeah.
Better say some good shit about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, to be honest. Prepping's normally alright for me.
Do you do music?
I used to. Do you know, I want to get back into it, but I haven't got the equipment. I need to fund the equipment, and when I've done that, I'll probably get back onto it.
Send Max Sherry some money.
Yeah, fucking.
Let him buy a studio so he can make some awful music.
Yeah. Some wretched shit.
Some Eminem covers and that. But yeah, man.
So what do you want to get? You still didn't get back to your top 5, man. You can't be that
Yeah,
hard.
for real.
fucking
we-
I don't know.
Oh, you
We
said
ain't wrapping the
something.
show
I
up
can't
on
believe you
your
put
top
Rowan in
5.
your top 5.
Yeah,
Rowan, that's it, Rowan.
Rowan.
Rowan, yeah. Fucking.
Baz is already leaving.
Oh, wait.
I don't know, man. I'm never good at putting things in order. Fucking Shuffle T will probably be in there. Really
So
like
you got
T.
Shuffle T, Rowan, O'Shea, Luna C. One more.
And
Hulk. Thank you for watching that shit.
fuck knows. Oh mate, I like so many fucking battlers. I don't know who the fucking top 5 are.
Have you ever had homosexual feelings towards any battlers?
Oh,
Not to my knowledge. No.
Not to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. I was only asking that because you probably see my Facebook status
Oh man.
yesterday.
That was a big fucking.
Oh
discussion.
right,
It
oh,
all
yeah, you
kicked
got
off on Facebook
beef.
land,
You
yeah,
you
so-
started shit.
I'm gonna say all you battle rappers.
Didn't
are
Kraft,
puffs.
not Kraft, he fucking Chase Short went on you and that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Jay
hell.
Shaw, he's gay, obviously.
Fucking homophobic,
Yeah,
Kobe.
man.
Oh,
You what? Do you like Young Thug?
young fuck.
Yeah.
Do you let young thugs?
No.
Rich Homie Quan and all of
Rich
that.
Homie Quan, these
Nah.
new artists and stuff. What do you think of them, man?
To be honest, I don't.
Would you wear a dress for fashion?
Nah,
No.
probably not.
Some people do. Kanye West does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shit.
You didn't know that?
I don't think it's my thing really. Not gonna lie. This interview got very weird.
No, man. You know you gotta stay relevant, innit,
Yeah.
man?
Think of different ways to get my name
I'm
out
just
there.
wondering, like, you know.
Maybe for future antic.
I got a question, yeah. Are you gonna go for the King of the Ronalds title?
Who's got it at the moment? Bard.
Bard.
Probably later on this year. If I fucking win enough battles and shit.
Do you feel like you're the number one contender next up for it?
Who do you think's
Not
next at King of the
next.
Ronalds?
Yeah, yeah.
Who do you think's
I
next at King of the
I
Ronalds?
think I definitely have to be.
But I think before you
Contender.
take the title, you have to do a test to make sure you're not gay.
And you got to explain. You got to explain as well why you say this person as well.
Right, so the battle Bard next.
Yeah. Who do you think's number one next? Number one.
Honestly, I
contender?
think Big J should take him on. Seriously.
Why? Why Big J?
Just
Care about that.
like just 'cause fucking who can beat Big J and King Ross? Oh, actually relapsed it, didn't he? Oh shit. Maybe relapsed
Oh,
it. Right?
shit.
Ooh.
Sorry, big. Alright,
Big
relapse.
up relapse.
I reckon
Or he-
Relapse would go in against Bardo just for that title.
I would say EMC, but he just battled him, didn't he?
Mm.
But yeah, probably relapse. That makes most sense.
You need to give it to Bombshell. Man. That'll be dope.
Bombshell.
What do you think? Like, you know what? One question I want to ask is, like, we've got King of the Ronalds versus Clash Money coming up, and basically what it is a lot of the main battles are scheduled to be inside a venue, and some warm-up battles for some newer up-and-coming Clash Money battlers, they're battling outside.
Yeah.
And a lot of them in the chat are saying, "Oh, I didn't know it was in a park. I'm not battling outside."
Oh, the Arboretum.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, some good sick park, man. It's a sick park.
But they're all basically saying, "Oh, I'm not battling the park." And what I'm saying is, like, you know, even
Why do you
Relapse
care?
said he's not
Why do
traveling
you
that far to battle in the park. So like people saying that they don't want to do this and don't want to do that. And what do you think about that? Like when you as trying to build a name for yourself as a rapper and stuff.
If there's smaller people that not a lot of people have heard of, and you get asked to battle in a park, fucking battle in a park. I mean, you're getting a battle at the end of the day. Just fucking do it. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I was battling Pedro after Double L and Uno, I did get a little bit annoyed at the fact that we were going to be outside because I like the look of that stage and everything. But like at the end of the day, like I didn't really give a shit. As long as
Then the
battle.
Thesaurus had one of the best battles last year in the park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking
Yours was
those are sick battles that happen
Honestly,
outside.
your battle got more views than Uno Levels was one, did it not?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think it's on 25k.
Yeah,
There you go. That was outside in the alleyway, filmed by NKE Media.
exactly. But yeah, so Mac, big up for coming on the show.